Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all well. It's Sam here from Mind Body Medical. So in this video, I want to build upon what we spoke about in the last video where we discussed zinc and look at a really powerful cold and flu preventing remedy. This is a herbal remedy we've used for decades. It's the evidence behind its ability to both prevent and treat winter cold and flu infections is absolutely profound. It tastes good, it's easy to make, it's a really important one to have in your herbal first aid kit or your home apothecary. And it's the ginger and garlic oxymol. So an oxymol is a herbal tonic that's prepared and preserved in a combination of honey and vinegar. And those compounds help to extract the medicinal properties of the herbs that you put into it. So in this tonic, we've got a few ingredients. We've got plenty of garlic, we've got ginger, we've got apple cider vinegar, we've got raw honey, and we've got fennel seeds. And individually, those herbs are absolute immune powerhouses, but collectively they become even more important. But the main ingredient is the garlic. If we look at the science, if we look at the evidence, if we look at the research around the effects of garlic on the immune system and upon our body's antiviral mechanisms, is absolutely profound. We know ginger stimulates the immune system. We know it has very, very effective antiviral mechanisms. It's antibacterial. It helps to thin the mucus. It helps to decongest the airways. It's an all-in-one respiratory tonic herb. It's a panacea for the respiratory tract. It's just so effective. And there's very clear evidence that the regular daily consumption, low-level consumption of garlic can have a clinically significant impact upon reducing our prevalence of cold and flu infections over the winter months. We add to that the ginger, again, antiviral, antibacterial, immunostimulating, decongesting. We've got the raw honey, antibacterial, antiviral, immunostimulating. We've got the fennel seed, which is a brilliant tonic herb, added to the apple cider vinegar, which keeps our gut health in good condition. It regulates the immune system, it reduces inflammation. So the ability of this oxymol to support our immune system and maximize our ability to get through winter without falling prey to the typical colds and flus we get is absolutely profound. Like I said, we've used this for years and I absolutely swear by it. So all you need to do is you need to add 1 cup of apple cider vinegar into a saucepan, and you obviously need to extrapolate this. If you want to make a bigger batch, then add in 10 cups or 5 cups and just increase the ratio of everything else. So 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and you add in your 2 teaspoons of crushed fennel seeds. Give them a good bash before you pour it in to release their active compounds. Then we've got a 4-inch piece of fresh ginger root, just chopped up into, just coarsely chopped. Okay, that goes in. And then what you need to do is you need to simmer that for half an hour on the lowest possible heat to help extract all of the medicinal properties out of the ginger. Okay, so imagine that's been simmering for half an hour. We're now going to fast forward, turn it off the heat, take it off the heat. Because the apple cider vinegar is now hot, it's going to dissolve the raw honey to disperse it. So you get your half a cup of raw honey. It needs to be good quality raw honey. There's no point using processed honey because it hasn't got the same medicinal properties. So add in your half a cup of raw honey, and it dissolves really, really easily because the apple cider vinegar has been simmering for half an hour. You don't want to put it back on the heat, you don't want to boil it because that's going to reduce the medicinal properties of the raw honey. So you just want to give it a really, really good stir until all the honey dissolves. And then comes the most important bit. So for 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, for this ratio, you use 1 full head of garlic. Okay, so you separate the cloves, peel the skin off, loosely cut them into just small sized pieces like that, and then add that into the mix. So this, the garlic is the most important component to this. The other ingredients are essential, but the garlic is what really gives it its profoundly effective impacts. If you're quite robust, you can add a little bit more garlic. But the thing is, the honey tempers the taste. Because the honey is sweet and because the fennel brings that slight aniseedy taste, it reduces kind of the aggressiveness of the garlic. It makes it much more palatable. Okay, so the garlic goes in, give that a really, really good stir. And all you need to do is get a jar with an airtight lid and pour the whole mix, everything into there, like that. So ideally, if you're going to be doing this, you'll want to make a bigger batch, because you want to see, if you're going to go to the effort of making it, make a bigger batch. And then still that with an airtight lid, give it a bit of a shake and leave that overnight. Leave that overnight, just give it, every time you go past it, give it a bit of a shake. So by leaving it overnight, it macerates, which means all of the medicinal properties of the ginger, of the garlic, of the fennel seeds, they all extract out into the apple cider vinegar and honey mix. So if you analyze the liquid, it's essentially ginger, garlic, and fennel. Okay, so it becomes medicinally active. Once the morning comes and it's been soaking overnight, get another jar, get a fine gauge sieve or a cheesecloth, and then all you need to do is just strain all of that through the sieve. Get an airtight, tight-fitting jar like that, and then as long as the lid is airtight, so you ideally want a kilner jar like that with a really tight seal that you can tip upside down so you know it's airtight, and then leave that in a dark cupboard. Okay, and that will last for many, many months. Okay, some people keep it in the fridge, it's up to you. The beauty of making it in slightly smaller batches is that there's less chance of it going off. So typically when we do this for our family, we make it in 5. So this was 1 cupful of apple cider vinegar per that ratio. We extrapolated by 5. So we add in 5 cups of apple cider vinegar and extrapolate the other ingredients up. And then all you want to do is you want to take 1 tablespoon of that a day. So you can put it into a cup, you can add some apple juice, you can add some water, and just drink that 1 a day. And that gives you a very, very clear, evidence-based, immunostimulating, antiviral, cold and flu protecting benefits. But if you can feel an infection coming on, if you can feel the scratchy throat, congestion, aches, anything that's suggestive of a cold or a flu setting in, you can increase it to 3 tablespoons a day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. And that's going to have a profound impact upon reducing the severity of the symptoms, upon speeding up how quickly you clear the infection, and supporting your body's antiviral and kind of antibacterial mechanisms and really elevating the immune system. So really, really important remedy. I can't recommend enough that you make this because it's going to have a big impact. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll be releasing information about our free 5-day cold and flu prevention challenge, which is just the most robust process and robust protocol that we've created to maximize our chances of getting through winter without any cold or flu infections. We'll be releasing information about that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But get your ingredients, get in the kitchen, make this remedy.